on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover.
We are back right here at 1011 in the heart of the River Bend on this 29th day of November. And you know, you guys don't have headphones on, but I'm playing Cool Change right now because a cool change is coming. And before I even get this interview started, you guys have the luxury tonight to be out in the 40-degree temperature drop, ringing the bells, and gonna be a fun one. Eric Schrump joins me now, and Dave Hardwick with Sleep in Heavenly Peace. He's their co-president of the Alton, Illinois chapter. I want to apologize in advance for tonight's weather. Well, let me ask you guys right off the bat, Skate with Santa. You know, I was going through Facebook and just seeing things, and I saw your post, and I thought, this is a really unique event because so many times you see the bingo or the trivia nights, but very rarely do you see a skating-oriented event. Talk to us about this. We'll get into what this is benefiting here in just a second, but a brief overview to start us off.
Yeah, thanks, CJ. Well, with Skate with Santa, it was something that just kind of came up. Being a hockey player and involved in the community with State Farm, you know, trying to be a good neighbor at all times, trying to find something unique. And right here at the holidays, there's always toy drives and food drives, and we wanted to do something different. Okay, everyone, you know, all those other great events, let's find something outside the box. And through social media, I saw Jason Bruno, and Jason was promoting Sleep in Heavenly Peace, and it makes my arm hair stand up every time I think about it. And Jason's a great speaker, and his heart, as Dave was telling me as well, his heart's into everything he does, and it's a worthy cause with Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Then, you know, through playing ice hockey, I thought, man, I'm friends with East Alton Ice Arena over the last 30 years, it seems like, since it opened. I was like, let's combine this. Let's do something with Skate with Santa, where I can work with the ice rink and incorporate Sleep in Heavenly Peace, and a way to give back. And what a great event. Last year, it was our first year, and I think we raised probably 250 pieces of bedding, which goes to Sleep in Heavenly Peace directly, as well as we had 200 to 300 people there. So that's a lot of ice skating. I hope they have enough skates for this year for the rental, because it's going to be bigger and better than ever.
And I mean this with the utmost respect. I had no idea that, because you think of things, you go, that's a really cool thing. I hope people show up. And then you look at the numbers and go, damn, how many people skate in this town? You know, it's just incredible. Now, what time does the festivities start on the 4th?
Yeah, so ice skating is this Sunday. It's from 5 until 7 p.m. So I'd get there a little bit early. The ice rink's going to be ready, and they're going to be ready to accommodate us as a large group. They'll be there helping us get the skates out. We can help tie skates, anything we need to. They have buckets available, so they stack 5-gallon buckets up, so if kids don't know how to ice skate, there's a way that they can get into it. And that's how I started ice skating. So some guys I play hockey with say I can't skate any better than that now.
Now, you know, I started hitting you with the hard balls, Dave. You know, this turns into 60 minutes within 4 minutes. I got to ask you, Erica, how does it feel being an insurance representative and with State Farm, also with being a hockey player? That's kind of condescending, you know?
Well, they kind of go hand in hand.
That's true. That's a good point.
Being a bigger guy, a lot of the guys I play hockey with, they kind of promote for myself. They're in the locker room. They say, which one of you guys has insurance with State Farm? And then it's more a question, which one of you guys don't? So they promote me as well. And, you know, that's great. And that's part of the networking, and as well as doing what I love to do when I'm not working, and making that relate to Mondays. So I'm always selling. You know, I'm always trying to help myself on a Monday, but, you know, those guys, they just kind of come out of the woodwork and they find you. So
that's incredible. And you know, let's transition here, because we'll circle back to that, because I'm telling you, this is going to be a fun one. I can feel it in the air. Dave, I got to ask you, Sleep in Heavenly Peace is an organization that I have seen on social media. Never really directly interacted with you guys, but just love watching the process. Love seeing the lives being changed for the better with this. Share with us a little bit about the organization, if you could, because this event, Skate with Santa, is directly benefiting you guys, correct?
Yes, it is. We're very grateful for Eric's partnership in our mission to help children in our area. Our mission is no child sleeps on the floor in our town. The organization was founded in 2012 by a husband and wife team out of Kimberly, Idaho, Luke Mickelson.
Oh, wow.
And since that time, 326 chapters have been formed. That includes every state in the U.S. except Rhode Island, Delaware, and Maine.
Wow.
And we also have operations in Canada, the Bahamas, and Bermuda.
Okay, I had no idea this was this big of an organization. I honestly, and this shows my ignorance. That's why I love doing the show, because we're all learning together here. I thought it was just a one-town organization. So you have a whole country of support, really, if you needed it. Oh, there goes my tree.
Still standing.
Okay. But let me ask you, why did you directly get involved with Sleep in Heavenly Peace? And I'll start off too with working the delivery business before I got rid of it. You know, the 3 years I did there, 2 years I did. You saw things. You know, you saw the great, the wealthy families, or the not wealthy but financially, stable families, and then you go into the houses where you're right. You're seeing kids on the floor. You're seeing cribs filled with trash and filled with, it's terrible. And what was your direct reason to kind of join this organization?
So a family member had posted something on their Facebook page about Jason starting the Alton chapter in January of 2020 and conducting his first build. So I reached out to Jason and conveyed that I would like to be involved with the organization. Wow. Love working with wood.
Well, there you go, right?
Love helping kids, and it's just really a blessing working with all the compassionate hearts that come through our door.
And how many people in the community show up and help you guys with these events? Because now you guys build bed frames too, correct? If I saw that right on Facebook, you guys build them, right?
We do our deliveries. That bed's ready to sleep on.
That's
get a
incredible.
Nice handmade bed with a new mattress and all the associated bedding.
And I don't want to throw. I hate hitting people with numbers questions because I can barely remember what numbers I played yesterday, let alone anything important. But how many families do you guys think ballpark it that you guys have benefited and helped out in our community?
We're getting ready to surpass 500.
Wow!
Here locally.
Wow!
Through the Alton chapter, the organization as a whole has since 2012. has helped 110,999 to date.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I really don't. This is incredible. And what's it like working with Jason and the gang there? It seems like you guys have, just from the posts I see, there's a loving, family, unit type of atmosphere you guys have that's really cool to watch.
Yeah, we're blessed to have a really strong core team. And just all the compassionate hearts that come in and partner with us on this mission. It's really a reciprocal blessing.
So for somebody who just wants to learn the step-by-step process, or just kind of a brief one, what happens? So does somebody call you and say, hey, we have X, Y, it was in Z number of beds donated, we have these many families to benefit, can you put them together? How does that kind of go about, or do you guys directly go out and try to find the individuals that you're needing to affect for the better?
So there are many ways to help with the Sleep in Heavenly Peace organization, and one of them is just sharing information about our mission and helping us find the children that are in need of a bed. The first step in the process is to go to the website, shpbeds.org, and submit a request, and then our deliveries manager, Julie Tracy, will reach out to that family and vet that application and get some specifics about the children. If they have a color preference or a theme that they're into, if she has that bedding in her inventory, she tries to match that up for the kids.
That is incredible. You guys got a minute to stick around?
Yes.
I got to pay a quick bill. It is 10:20 in the heart of the Riverbend. We're going to get all the details on the event. See, I wanted to lay it out this way. I thought we talk about the organization because you're wonderful, but we got to tease the event so you guys can learn all about it right after this break in downtown Alton.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself. I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I. Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book.
Don't mind me, I'm just having too much fun here. 10:23. You know, we did have a show to do, but I was just too interested in talking to the guys off the air. I can't read that text, but thank you for it. If you want to text in 618-759-7469. I love getting them because sometimes the texts are about how bad I am or how someone likes me a little bit, or they're just about the most ridiculous things you could ever read in your life. And it's like the Ron Burgundy moment on Anchorman. You know, do I read the teleprompter and get kicked out of town, or do I wait until tomorrow? But, you know, I wanted to take a break because this is a really cool event. And what I look for and you know, the things that I do here and the things I used to do at KTRS and everywhere else was look for things that are, you know, really neat, that benefit a great organization, that are great for the public to attend, and it's for everyone. This checked all the boxes. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw the weather this weekend. You're going to want to be inside, okay? Ain't nobody going to want to go outside, and I feel, like I said, you guys got to ring bells later on. Salute. No, thank you. But it's a perfect opportunity to support a great organization and sleep in heavenly peace and just enjoy a great Sunday afternoon at the ice rink. I mean, I can't skate to save my life. I can barely walk and chew gum, but I'll be out there. Talk to us about the event. So when we walk in the doors, you know, I'm going to get there at 4:30 because I like to be promptly early, you know, right at 30 minutes early. Just kidding. But so when I walk in, what am I going to see?
Yeah, that's an easy question. So, CJ, when you walk in the door, you're going to see a family-friendly event. Number one, it's at East Alton Ice Arena. That is a hidden gem in our community.
Oh my God,
it's been there for approximately 30 years, and Katie and the group down at East Alton have been fantastic to work for. And those folks down there, they're going to help us with this event. They're just as much behind it as I am and Dave are. So, with the event, you're going to walk in. First thing we're going to do is if you decide to bring in some bedding, being standard twin-size bedding or pillows, you're going to come to our table, and we'll take that off your hands nice and quick so you can get back to skating.
Look at that.
Right?
Easy.
So whenever you bring in bedding, I'm actually going to give you a raffle ticket as well because I have something special for everyone that donates bedding. Okay.
Really? Okay.
And last year, it was really cool, and the young lady that ended up winning it had the time of her life. So I don't want to give that one away, but it's really
Sunday,
really neat.
5 to 7. Find out.
So as you after that, everything is free. Everything's paid for.
Cool.
I want to have an event that doesn't hit the wallet.
Yeah.
If you're going to make a donation, I'd rather you bring bedding, and that's to help sleep in heavenly peace. We're going to get you ice skates. Okay, we're going to help you. If you don't know what size skate you need, there's going to be people on hand that can help.
Got the walkers out there.
Yeah, that's it. You know, let's get you out there. Let's get you ice skating. We're going to have Santa Claus there, and he's a pretty good ice skater as well as elves. We got a couple of other friends that we didn't have last year. They're going to be out there ice skating as well. So they're going to be out there helping and having a great time with the kids. And It's fantastic.
Well, hold on here. Did you say Santa's out there skating with the little ones?
Yes, Santa is
God.
a great ice skater.
That is fantastic. And then elves are skating too.
Yep.
That's so cool.
So we're gonna have about 3 or 4 elves that are gonna be out there skating, and the kids love seeing it.
Oh
and
my
last
God.
year, Santa had just as much fun as the children. So,
I bet.
And they look forward to it this year. So when I asked Santa if he could come back, it was a resounding yes. So as you know, Santa's pretty busy this time of year.
I know.
I got him reserved a little early for Sunday, and so that's going to be a great part.
Well, I was going to ask you, how do you get the mail up there? I tried to Pony Express mine, but it got shot in Timbuktu, so I don't know what happened to my letter. I want to ask you this, and I want to thank you, by the way. I said, what are you going to expect when you walk in the doors? I thought, oh my God, you just set them up for the easy. Well, you're going to see an ice rink. No, just kidding. But this is great. So what about this puck competition? I've never heard about this before, so I'm learning with everybody else here.
Well, that's a fun game. Anyone that's been around hockey or ice rinks or anything like that, they usually have what's called chuck-a-puck.
Okay.
So the ice rink is giving us 2 hours of time, and in the middle they bring out the big Zamboni, the big machine to make the ice nice and smooth again, right? So we have a little bit of a time there, and that's a great time. We're going to have refreshments that are going to be complimentary as well. So you can get a hot chocolate, you can get a soda, popcorn, that kind of stuff. Once again, it's all taken care of by State Farm in my office, as well as we're going to be selling these chuck-a-pucks.
Right.
They're these little foam pucks. They all have numbers on them. And before we get back to ice skating, we're going to have whoever buys a puck go out and chuck the puck towards a location on the ice.
Gotcha.
The closest to the dots win the prizes.
Oh
so
my God.
last year we gave away a gift card to the Pro Shop, which was another great way to give back to the ice rink, as well as we gave away a nice TV. So this year we're going to do it a little different, kind of change it up a little bit. So I'm actually going to have one of them is going to be a birthday party at the ice rink.
Oh, what?
So come back and you can skate again.
That is so
And then
cool.
another one will be a gift card to an online retailer.
And that's perfect too.
Right here at the holidays.
Okay, so you get to skate with Santa, you get to skate with elves, you get to help sleep in heavenly peace, you get to be put in a raffle, and then you get the opportunity to hopefully win that Amazon gift card and save your bank this Christmas season or online retailer. I'm just assuming. I shouldn't do that because you know what assuming means. But this is a perfect event, and I want to go back to Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Dave. If people want to get involved, it seems like you guys do have a pretty good team, but it's always good to grow. Are you guys looking for more help, volunteers?
Absolutely.
How can we do it?
Well, we're there just about every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. at number 10 Crossroads Court, and we're directly across from the Comfort Inn. Anybody who's interested in participating in delivery activity, that's a simple matter of reaching out to our delivery manager via email. Excuse me.
Yeah. That's cool. So it seems like, even if you listen, I built a doghouse once, okay? I got a C+ in that class, and I gave it my all. I had the router out, I had the sandpaper, I had the stain, even got my hair a little bit dirty, the hairspray fell out, and I still didn't do well. But I think there's still a place for me to help out here. Is this for anybody that's an unexperienced builder or any type of...
Absolutely. They have fine-tuned this process, excuse me, so that just about anybody can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do.
So CJ, I took my office when we started in September
Did you really?
20. Having a new team, a new community, I said, let's get behind this. Let's go see what this is about. I can see and donate all day, but let's get our hands ready. And some of my team members never had used a drill press or a hand sander. And you see how you just take a raw piece of wood, and by going through the little stages, you almost feel like an elf at the North Pole. You're building this thing.
Yes.
And at the end, Dave and his great team pump out a bed. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. So if you have no experience at all, come and try it. And you'll have the time of your life, and you'll be ready to go back again the next Wednesday.
Well, and I'm trying to remember, and I do this, I get myself in trouble all the time because I get texts, just like I got that one that goes, CJ, it wasn't me that you talked to. You got to quit drinking. But, I saw a post, and I'm pretty sure it was from Randy Meeks on Facebook about just every week I see a picture every 2 weeks about you guys doing the builds, and just it seems like it's just a great group of people that have so much fun. And the bottom line is, guys, and I hate to be serious on you all of a sudden, but you're really helping families out in the community that drastically need help. And to give an individual, a child, a chance to sleep on a bed instead of a floor or wherever they have to sleep, God, that's the Christmas spirit to me. And now, do you guys take donations for bedding all week long, or is it like a set? So if somebody just said, hey, I have brand new twin bedding that I wanted to donate, is that something that you guys handle, or you guys just want to do the building materials too?
No, donations can be brought to our shop. They can be dropped off at Eric's office. Lifebrook Church in Bethalto is also a drop point.
Mm-hmm. And is there anything else about the organization, the event that I'm forgetting before we say goodbye for now?
I don't think so.
If folks want to follow us on Facebook, they can stay in tune to what we're doing there, be it build or delivery activities, and we look forward to seeing folks come through the door that want to partner with us in this mission.
Absolutely. Well, I can guarantee you that I am looking forward to following my happy ass on the ice rink floor on Sunday, December the 4th, because we're skating with Santa, the elves, and the Chuck-a-Puck competition. That's going to be so fun. Yes. Eric, Dave, thank you so much for your time. Anytime you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to. And 5 to 7 p.m. on the 4th, you can skate with Santa too, or you could just skate with me and watch me in my very awkward glory. It's 10:32 in the heart of the Riverbend. For more information, check out Sleep in Heavenly Peace on Facebook, or for this full interview, you can check it out on the Facebook later today. Quick break, we'll come right back in the heart of the Riverbend.